Hey guys, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. This is Ankush here from Alif Consulting. Welcome in our scalability and flexibility with Azure SQL Databases case study. In this case study, we will be going to talk about how customer have taken the Azure SQL PaaS database services to take the advantage of scalability and flexibility on the Azure cloud. Well, here is the agenda of this case study. So we're going to have what this customer is. We're going to have how customer is meeting the increased demand, how they are building the better database solution, how their solution design looks like, how they are doing innovation by having the flexibility, and what is their future goals are, right? So let's quickly into the customer introduction and understand about the customer. So this customer is world leading logistic company. Customer offer a comprehensive range of parcel and international express services, transport and supply chain management services, as well as the e-commerce logistic solution. This customer is Europe leading postal and parcel service provider. The group employs approximately 5 lakh 9,000 people in over the 120 countries and territories worldwide and generated revenue of more than 81 billion euros in 2021. This customer is focusing on growth in profitable core logistic business and accelerating the digital transformation in all business divisions. The group contributes to the world through sustainable business practice, corporate citizen, and environment activities. Right. By end of 2050, this customer aim to achieve the zero emission logistic. So this is the logistic company which provide multiple services like the parcel, express services, transport, supply chain to the customer, and they have, I would say, the plenty of end users, plenty of employees in their organizations, and they are basically having their presence globally, right? So this is all about this customer. Now, customer relies on their tracking and trace parcel system, which is TTP-P for all the data regarding the parcel deliveries as a backend system. This system allows internal services like the customer services to track the parcel, provide the information to the customer. All of these systems need some part of data they are storing into the backend to do their job, their work. The software track every parcel in a system more than 1.8 billion per year. Around peak holidays like Christmas and Easter, the demand grows to 10 to 11 billion parcel and 150 to 180 million parcel notifications every day. So company originally used the on-premise solution where it was responsible for installing the software and patching. The on-premise solution worked well enough, but would not be able to scale for the projected growth. The existing tracking backend include the import mechanism for the tracking event was scalable, but the on-premise solution required a 40 TB of the disk space, a massive 80 TB of the data when the account for redundancy, right? As traffic increased every year, the customer want to ensure that they could handle this significantly increased demand. That's where they have used the Azure database hyperscale SKU. So Microsoft and customer have an ongoing relationship, and the original on-premise solution worked with SQL 2016. Now customer would need to build a proof of concept that could survive peak demand. So customer have selected Azure databases, hyperscale SQL base, and highly scalable cloud service with up to 10 TB of the storage as a backend database replacements. It offers high throughput and the performance, rapid scaling to adapt to the workload requirement, and give the company the ability to move to scalable cloud architecture with no change to its database tier code. The proof of concept was successful and the migration is begun. Now this is how their design looks like. So you can see they were having Azure Data Hyperscale, multiple nodes, multiple replicas, and then they were using the front-end web services, internal system, and parcel tracking API. At the same time, they were having the Docker services, and data writer services, which is running on the Docker, and they were using a TAT event broker source as a Kafka. So all the data is basically put it into the Azure Hyperscaler, and then data access services, which is hosted on the Docker, is basically allows to do the front end web app communication, internal system communication, and the parcel API tracking API. Flexibility to innovation. So consumers are increased used to instant response from the technology. So companies are always looking for a way to minimize the latency and make sure that user on the front end can quickly check the status of their parcels. The company need a response time of less than half second, but at end-to-end system response was the 100 to 200 millisecond range. Since they migrated to the Azure, the system have responded even faster despite of increase in the traffic. The speed of an Azure environment's computing provide a key benefit. Quicker processing means that even slower requests contribute to a less of bottleneck backlog for the system to keep up with. Additionally, moving to the cloud make much better experience when it's come to the software update. Previously in the on-premise environment, rollouts were combined with the system downtime, but the modernization into the Azure infrastructure, the system can handle most of the update without any downtime at all. That means customer never experience a gap in the services. Now new features simply appear for them and they appear faster than ever. Since Azure has offered the flexibility to release the several updates throughout the year as a opposite to their former two. Now what their future goals are? The team roadmap of improving does not end here. Customer will continue to focus on delivering the innovation quickly. One potential space of innovation is adding the namespace replica for read scale. Named replica offer flexibility to scale and cater to the dynamic workload, the ability for the multiple application users to work into the isolation, and the cost saving with storage and read scale out. For now, this customer is continuing its mission as a one of the world largest couriers with support of Azure environment. Well, that's it in this case study. I hope you like this case study. If you like, please click on like and subscribe for more upcoming case studies, and feel free to reach us if you have any questions. Thank you.